PH ma'am?
No, sir.
She's not.
She told she will come now.
Don't disturb her. She's not feeling for your excellent talents. Anyway, I have it. Thank you very much.
Astrochemistry.
Yes.
Astrochemistry and what it is. Astrochemistry is the study of chemicals and reactions in space. It helps us understand how stars, planets and even life can form. It looks at the atoms and molecules, forms on planets, stars and clouds.
Astrochemists also use telescopes and satellites to detect such chemicals.
Scientists study things like water, gases and organic molecules in space.
They also make lab experiments to test out these space reactions.
Origin of
They undergo experiment and then finalize.
Origin of
It's space master
Because of that. Okay. Okay, not really.
Origin of astrochemistry. Astrochemistry began when scientists started using chemistry to study space. In the early 20th century, astronomers used special instruments to find out what stars are made of.
They discovered that light from stars can show which elements are present. Later space machine and Hubble telescope help study molecules in space. Today astrochemistry combines astronomy and chemistry to understand the universe.
Where does astrochemistry happen? Interstellar clouds nebulae. These are huge clouds of gas and dust found in space. Inside them, atoms join to form simple molecules like hydrogen and water.
It's called
Interstellar clouds. Around stars, cool layers around stars help create different molecules. The heat breaks the molecules when cooler areas. This process shows how elements move across space. On planets and moons have surfaces and atmospheres full of chemicals. Astronomers study them to understand rocks and life possibilities. This helps us to know how Earth and other planets may form. Comets and asteroids. Comets and asteroids were ancient frozen gases and organic materials. They are like time capsules showing early solar system chemistry. Then they help scientists have life's ingredients behind. Atoms and molecules found in space. Atoms found in space. Hydrogen, the most common atom in the universe, found in stars and gas clouds. Helium, formed inside the stars, and second most common atom. Carbon, important for
comets will be sometimes larger in size. All of a sudden, the comets as there as we know. At times in history, we have seen tons of weights of comets. So I understand what these consists of.
Carbon, important for forming life-related molecules. Oxygen, found in water and many space molecules. Nitrogen, found in interstellar clouds and planetary atmosphere. Sulfur, found in comets and star-forming regions. Iron, found in meteorites and planetary core. Hydrogen molecule, most common molecule in space. Water, found in comets, planets and interstellar clouds. Carbon monoxide, very common in space, used to trace molecular clouds. Ammonia, found in cold interstellar regions. Methane, found in giant planets like Jupiter and Saturn. Carbon dioxide, found in Mars and icy comets. Future of astrochemistry. Advanced telescopes. New telescopes like James Webb will discover distant space. It detects complex molecules in space. This helps astrochemists to understand chemical evolution in the universe. Better technology. Better technology with computers and AI will process massive space data faster. Simulations will predict how molecules are formed in space. Future missions. Space missions will visit comets, moons and asteroids. They will collect samples to analyze the chemical compositions.
They're collecting samples from there and they're studying.
Tools astrochemists use. Telescope used to observe stars, planets and clouds in space. It helps detect light from distant cosmic objects. It collects light and radio signals from space. These signals reveal what elements and molecules are present. Spectrometer. A spectrometer is used to study space light. It shows what gas and elements are in stars and planets. It helps scientists to know chemical makeup of space objects. It is fixed in satellites and space telescopes. Laboratory simulators. Astrochemists recreate space-like conditions in lab. They use vacuum chambers and cryogenic systems. This helps us study how atoms and molecules form in cold space environment. It connects with lab data with real space observations. Computation models. CM use advanced computing to study space chemistry. They calculate how molecules form and react in space. These models combine data from telescopes and labs.
It's called a CM, short.
They help predict new molecules in stars, planets and telescopes. Spacecraft SP or robotic spacecraft sent to explore space directly. They travel to planets, comets and asteroids to collect data. Instrument and probe study dust, gas and chemical makeup. They send real information back to Earth for analysis. radio signals collecting from Earth. It is radio telescope. A radio telescope represents to radio waves from space. It looks like a big dish that catches space signals. It can work day and night even in cloudy weather. Role of stars in astrochemistry. Stars create new elements through fusion like carbon and oxygen. When stars die, they release these elements into the space. These elements mix in space and form new molecules. The sun is mainly made up of of the sun. Helium makes up about 24% and formed by fusion. Small amount of carbon, oxygen and iron are also present. These are
7625.
yes. Planets, chemistry and habitability. Mercury is the smallest and closest planet to the sun. It has no real atmosphere and only small amounts of oxygen, sodium and helium. The daytime temperature is extremely hot and nights are freezing cold. There is no water or air to breathe. Its surface is rocky and full of craters. People cannot live on Mercury. Venus.
So hot temperature because of
Venus is covered with the thick clouds of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid. It is the hottest planet in the solar system of its thick atmosphere. The atmosphere is very high and the surface is dry and rocky. It drinks acid instead of water. There is no oxygen or water, so people cannot live on Venus.
trying to explore all the planets.
Earth is the third planet from the sun and the only one where life exists. There is the right amount of oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide in its Earth. Its atmosphere protects living things from harmful radiation from the sun. Earth supports millions of life like plants, animals and humans.
Beautiful planet.
Mars is called the red planet because of its iron and rich soil. The thin atmosphere is made on mostly in the carbohydrates. The temperature is very cold. In storm dressed in steam. The sun, frozen water exists on the pole and the scientists are studying about Mars for the single life, but human cannot able to live without a special.
Very good.
Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. It is highly made up of hydrogen and helium and has no solid surfaces. It has 12 stars including the Great Red Spot, which is larger than the Earth. Jupiter has more than 90 moons. The gas and pressure make it impossible for human to survive there. Also, Jupiter is very similar to a small gas star in composition.
Impossible for habitation. Good. Human is altogether great. Right, next.
Saturn is famous for its beautiful rings made of ice and rock. Like Jupiter, it is made mostly of hydrogen and helium gas. It has no solid surface and is very cold and windy. Saturn has many moons that orbit around it. Humans cannot live there because of its gaseous atmosphere.
Yes. Full of gas.
Uranus is a blue and green planet made up of hydrogen, helium and methane. It is rotates on its side, which is made its season very unusual. It is extremely cool and wet. There is no oxygen or soil surface for human to live on.
It's not hot, it's cool, extremely cool.
Neptune is the first planet from the sun and it is very cool. It is made up of hydrogen, helium and methane, which gives us blue color. People can't live on Neptune because of this ash condition.
It's another problem. Yes.
Space station is the last space called in the orbit around Earth. It is like a home and laboratory in space where astronauts live and work. It helps us study humans, plants and animals. Scientists conduct experiments in physics, chemistry and biology. Cameras and sensors observe Earth's surface and weather. Nitrogen helps maintain normal air pressure inside the space station. The station is an international product where many countries collaborate. It also tests new space technology for future missions to the Moon and Mars.
Every now and then we are trying to explore all that. Nice. That's all. Well done, children. Great bride.
My parents waited. Miss, one more parent spoke. Hi, speech.
What are we now? Right person to comment. Nice. Thank you, sir. Nice.
Sir, she's waiting for a long sir.
I visited ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு சார் ரொம்ப நல்லா வந்திருக்கேன் செம்மையாக இருக்கு சார் டெடிகேஷன்
ஒர்க் நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. டீச்சர்ஸ் வந்து அது ஒரு ஹார்ட் ஒர்க்கு 6:30 வரை டெய்லி இருந்து போகிறாங்க.
மேம் சார் நான் இன்னைக்கு 6:30 இருக்கேன் சார் டாட்டர் பிக்கப் பண்ண
6:30 வரை இருந்து பண்ணுறாங்க.
Sir, would you like to meet the alumni of this school?
That's the one I met now.
He is an engineering guy. He did up to 10th year. He is in
2020.
Now he is in 4th year.
Are you still happy with about the study in Everwin?
No doubt, sir. Whomever I am asking, I will say, you please admit the children in there. Either they'll go to Kolathur or they'll go to Perambur. Main reason is because of the study hour after the school hour. He is the child who wants to play at home. So I say, okay, you study in the school. He never sits with me, no tuition till 10. He was doing everything by
Because every day then and there we complete. That's why we spend a lot of money on it.
Yes, it's more
It's an
helpful.
expensive scheme, no school can do. Because you are spending every day for papers and things.
Really, sir. Carry on. Because he doesn't want any supervision.
You have to ask how to start in success. So that's my dream.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you? Okay. Try.
Welcome, sir, to the world of aromatic chemistry, the sense of science.
Aromatic chemistry.
Yes.
Step into the fascinating realm of benzene rings and discover the beauty of aromatic chemistry.
Super.
Our main attraction is in the benzene rings, a classic example of aromatic chemistry in action.
Is the olfactory system. So actually, olfaction refers to the sense of smell, allowing humans to detect and recognize symptoms. And the aromatic molecules enter our nose, it binds to the special receptors for olfactory epithelium, a small patch of tissue high inside the nasal cavity.
Goes to the nose.
Yes. The olfactory nerve plays a crucial role by acting as a direct pathway between the nose and the brain.
These receptors send signals through the olfactory nerves to the olfactory bulb in the brain where the smell is identified.
Great effort. Now this one? All team.
Sir, could you kindly inaugurate our perfume shop in this sector? Welcome to our perfume shop, sir. Perfume making is the art of creating fragrances using essential oils, aroma compounds, and other fragrances. Perfumers use their knowledge of scents and blending techniques to create unique and captivating fragrances. They draw inspiration from various sources such as art, nature, and emotion, finding essential oil from aroma compounds to craft a fragrance. Perfume is then left to mature, allowing blended scents for fine tuning and testing as needed.
Okay. Do you need perfume for your beauty? Because I never use because I am naturally.
Today I am going to make a lavender perfume using simple ingredients. First I took a lavender tea powder, added 20 ml of water to it. Then let me add some glycerin, the secret hero.
Let me wear mask.
Yes, sir. A few drops of color, make it beautiful. Then finally, here comes the fragrance. A fragrance plays a very major role in a perfume. Let's transform into the bottle.
Next process. Now gama ready.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Now mix. Watch, chemistry creates magic. A soft, smooth perfume is ready. A little bit of science, beauty, and imagination. Do you want to test it, sir?
Talented girl. Test with girls.
Sure. So,
Your department.
excuse me, sir, would you like to test one of the perfumes? Seriously, from the perfume shop?
Want me to buy? Perfume or makeup?
No, my perfume.
Sir,
How much this one?
Some of these are available here, and this is actually special.
Okay. You give everything. Fix a price. I will buy.
No, sir, you can just try it.
Try. No, I never use.
Just on your hand.
Hand work. Then you can do.
yes. Here.
Aromatic spices get their characteristic smell from the volatile chemical compounds called aromatic compounds or odorants. These aroma compounds belong to various chemical groups such as salicylates, esters, terpenes, and phenols. For example, For example, cinnamon spices smell is mainly due to cinnamon dehydrogenase, cloves are injurial and camomile. For example, black pepper has purpurine and other terpenes. Olfactory disorder. An olfactory disorder refers to a condition where a person experiences a disturbance or loss of the sense of which can be partially partially hyposmia or completely anosmia. Olfactory disorder can be caused by various factors including nasal congestion, sinus infection, head trauma, aging, and certain neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease. Common symptoms include the reduced ability to detect odors, perceiving phantoms, smells, pathosmia. This basically means when coronavirus infects the body, it will cause swelling and damage to the nerves responsible for our naphthalene cetane is a polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon consisting of two fused benzyl rings. Naphthalene is used in mothballs and as a precursor in the processing of other chemicals due to its unique properties.
Amazing. Yes.
NH2 is an aromatic alkyl that serves as a key source for the synthesis of dyes, aromaticals, and other chemicals. The amino groups in aniline makes it a basic compound and influences its reactivity with various other chemical reactions.
Phenol C6H5 is an aromatic compound ionic group which giving it antiseptic properties. Phenol is used in the production of designs, plastic and showcasing versatility. Benzene C6H6 is the simplest and most fundamental aromatic hydrocarbon serving as the basis of many aromatic molecules. Benzene is a planar ring-shaped molecule decalculized by electrons which leads to its unique chemical properties and stability.
C7H8 is an aromatic hydrocarbon which is commonly used as a solvent and precursor in the production of other chemicals.
Center of the Milky Way smells like raspberry syndrome due to the presence of ethyl format, a compound from the raspberry syndrome. This smell is detected as a chain molecular float secondary speed to easy galaxy.
Venus smells like the rodenexan acid due to the sulfuric acid clouds and sulfuric dioxide in its atmosphere. Saturn's moon Titan. Titan's thick orange atmosphere is filled with methane and hydrocarbon, giving it a strong smell like petroleum or tar. It is often compared to a very ordinary or a gas station odor. Beneath this earth lies a landscape which lays of with methane and ethane. Titan is one of the most chemically active things in the solar. Mars smells like dust due to ion oxide in the dust with sulfur and hydrogen sulfate, similar to the smells of burned by sulfur. The moon smells like gunpowder, like it has a reaction with hydrogen and silicon dioxide present in the moon's oil.
The aroma wheel helps perfumers, sommeliers, and fragrance enthusiasts to describe and identify complex scents. It provides guidance on blending different fragrance compounds to create new and balanced scents.
The aroma wheel is a valuable tool in the development of new aromatic products such as flavors, perfumes, and fragrance to cosmetics. Geosmin is a natural compound that is produced by certain types of bacteria such as actinomycetes, which is responsible for the characteristic earthy smell that is produced when rain falls on dry soil.
Dry soil. Falls now.
When rain falls on dry soil, it produces geosmin in the air. The bacteria have time to accumulate and produces geosmin during the rain. Geosmin is a volatile compound that evaporates quickly, releasing its distinctive earthy aroma into the air. Our noses are particularly sensitive to geosmin, which is why we detect it even at low concentrations. Aromatic oxalates. Aromatic oxalates produce basic scents due to the presence of specific aromatic minerals present in the essential oils. These chemicals not only contribute fragrance and but also import medicinal and antioxidant properties. Key aromatic chemicals in herbs and leaves. Lavender contains linalool and linoleic acid, which are responsible for calming tolerant scents. Eucalyptus. Eucalyptus contains eucalyptus seeds and H18. It is also known as montecino, a therapy that gives a sharp, fresh scent and respiratory benefits. Lemongrass. Lemongrass contains citrus and lemon, which provides its citrus aroma and antibacterial effect.
Benzoyl, also known as flavonol gum benzoin, is a fragrant design derived from the benzoyl tree. It's a popular incense in India used for calming and aromatic properties.
The stalk is extracted from the tree by making an incision in the bark of the tree.
Natural rose perfume. Now let us take few rose petals and soak in the water for a few seconds. Drain them and put it in a container. Add a little bit of coconut oil to them and then add 1 tablespoon of rose water to it and mix the mixture properly. By doing this, the flavor of the rose will go into the rose water and both will...
The rose petals and rose water together. Yes.
And then
Bath bombs are solid mixtures of ingredients that
drain
react.
them and pour it into a container or a bottle.
Filter.
Here a perfume is ready. Only a little bit of effort and a little ingredient is enough to create this wonderful perfume. Thank you.
Instant, fast food, fast perfect.
Bath bombs are solid mixtures of ingredients that react with water to provide hissing or bubbling effect, releasing the benefits of bath bomb include relaxation, stress relief, and skin benefits like smoothing,
Relaxation.
softening, and
Aromatic chemistry plays a vital role in bath bomb where essential oil as fragrance are carefully selected for it. Therapeutic benefits and pleasing aromas. When the bath bomb comes into contact with water, a chemical reaction between citric acid and baking soda produces a fizzing effect, releasing these fragrance and skin smoothing ingredients.
Aromatic chemistry has a dark side despite its numerous benefits and applications. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons are known as environmental pollutants formed during incomplete combustion of organic matter.
Toxicity and reactivity of aromatic components also pose significant risk. To mitigate these kind of risks, green chemistry initiatives develop safe solvents which should reduce the environmental impact. Aromatherapy is also heating preference.
Aromatherapy clinic is also there.
Aromatherapy is also heating preference that is physical and fragrance to promote physical and mental well-being.
Aromatherapy can be administered through inhalation, topical application, or massage using essential oil fragrances.
Ancient
Inhalation also.
Greeks and Romans used aromatic oils in baths, massage rituals to promote relaxation and health around 500 BC.
Traditionally they have been doing all the time also. Yes, well done, sir. Very nice.
That's a scented candle made by research. This represents a mental scented
Very
candle.
nice. Great care. Caring care. Nice.
Yes, that's it.
Welcome to the world of human chemistry. Step inside and explore the amazing reactions happening within us. From the brain spark to the heartbeat's rhythm, every cell tells a story. Discover how chemistry makes us truly alive and connected. And so this is DNA double helix, a molecule that stores genetic instruction in every living cell.
DNA bases pair specifically adenine with thymine and guanine with cytosine.
Our DNA is within the nuclear cell and is tightly packed with chromosomes.
Next.
Human digestive system. Our digestive system uses the enzymes to chemically break the food into smaller and usable parts. Amylase in the mouth starts the digestion by breaking the starch into sugar. Pepsin in the stomach breaks its proteins into peptides with the help of the stomach acid.
Lipase in the small intestine digests fats into fatty acids and glycerol. These enzymes work best at specific pH and temperature for efficiency. Without enzymes, the digestion will be too slow to support life. The pancreas and liver also release enzymes into the small intestine. Blood is made up of four main components: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma is the liquid part of blood. It carries nutrients, hormones, and waste products. RBC contain hemoglobin and carry oxygen from lungs to the body. WBC protects us by fighting the infection and destroying the germs. Platelet helps in blood clotting and prevents excessive bleeding when we get injured. Each component plays a vital chemical and physical role in our body survival. Mitochondria produces adenosine triphosphate ATP, the primary energy currency of the cell, through a process called cellular respiration. This process converts chemical energy from food molecules into ATP, which powers most of the cell's function. Mitochondria are therefore the powerhouses of the cell, responsible for most of its energy production. Adenosine triphosphate and lactose that produce energy to drive and support many processes in living cells, such as muscle conservation, nerve impulse and propagation, chemical synthesis.
Composition of human body elements is the major chemical element present in human body. Oxygen is the most abundant element, forming up about 65% of our body.
Trace elements like zinc and iodine are needed in small amount but are still crucial. All these elements come from food and water that we consume. Protein synthesis process by which cells make protein using DNA instruction. It happens in two main steps: transcription and translation. In transcription, the DNA is copied into mRNA, which carries the code of ribosome. In translation, the ribosome reads the code and joins amino acid in the correct order.
Proteins are made up of amino acids and are needed for enzymes, hormones, and masses. Ribosome act like a tiny chemical factory inside every cell.
Our kidney removes blood and waste product like urea and extra product. This process is called filtration and it happens in small units called nephrons. The filtered waste is sent to the bladder as urine while the clean blood passes to the body. This model shows how kidney act as filters with the help of water.
Hormones like ADH helps control how much water the kidney keeps almost. Dialysis is used when kidney fails to perform filtration artificially.
Neurotransmitters are chemicals that help nerve cells and signal to each other. They are released to snap the gap between two neurons. Dopamine control movement and reward.
Yes.
Serotonin affects mood and sleep. Acetylcholine helps muscle contract and support memory. When the signal reaches the end of the neuron, neurotransmitter releases in the next cell.
After the message is sent, neurotransmitter broken down or taken back. Too much or too little neurotransmitter can cause mental or neural.
Sweating is our body's natural cooling system. We sweat when the temperature rises. Sweat is made up of water and salts released by the sweat glands under our skin. This process is a chemical physical reaction that prevents overheating, sweating, also removes wastewater and helps balance body fluid.
We sweat more while doing exercise, fever, or in hot weather. If we lose too much water through our sweat, we must replace by drinking fluids.
When we were sweating out.
This model shows how sweat glands work and how evaporation cools the skin. Hormones are chemical messages released by the glands through blood. The thyroid gland controls body metabolism using hormone thyroxine. Pancreas leaks insulin to control blood sugar level. Pituitary gland is also called a master gland because it controls many others. Animals work slowly but have a long-lasting effect on the body. The adrenal glands help us to deal with stress by releasing the adrenaline.
About 60% of our body is made up of water. It is present in every cell, tissue and organ. It helps in digestion, circulation and the transport of oxygen and nutrients. Bones contain about 30% water and regulates our body temperature through sweating and breathing. It is also essential inside our cells, including metabolism. Water flushes out of waste and urine, helping keep our body clean inside. Our brain and heart are made up of 70% of water. Drinking clean water every day is easiest way to produce.
He says 70%.
Our whole body is made up of 60% of water.
This
It consists, heart and brain consist of
heart and brain alone
Yes.
was there, not body, full body. Tell me, over.
pH is maintained through the bicarbonate buffer system, respiratory system which controls the carbon dioxide level, and also the kidneys which reduce the acid and base through urine. Here is a live experiment.
Yes, please.
We have pH paper strips and I am going to do with HCl which is stomach acid. When I am using this HCl, the color turned into magenta which indicates that this substance contains more acid.
Oh, that conclusion you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Good. Next.
Lead has slightly alkaline pH of about 7.4 which must be kept constant. Each part of the body has a specific pH needed for the enzymes to work properly.
The kidney and lungs help to maintain the body pH balance. The stomach contains hydrochloric acid which helps break down food. This acid creates an acidic environment where enzymes like pepsin can work. When too much acid is produced in stomach, we feel discomfort or acidity.
It's called acidity, body, stomach acidity is saying that one.
The reaction releases carbon dioxide forming bubbles like in the stomach. Maintaining the correct pH in the stomach is important for proper digestion. This model shows how acid and base interact in a digestive system.
Base reaction.
Bones are made up of minerals like calcium, phosphorus, protein or called collagen. This model shows the layers of outer compact bone and inner bone. Bone marrow inside bones produce red and white blood cells. Vitamin D helps absorb calcium into the bones and make them strong. As we age, the bones can lose minerals and become very weak. This is called osteoporosis.
Exercise, sunlight and calcium rich food helps to maintain strong bones.
Good. Anybody else here? You already the DNA, you say, no? Well done. Human body, I got more knowledge today. And thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is a study of carbon containing compounds which are typically found in living organisms. Carbon is unique in its ability to form long chains and rings, making it the backbone of organic molecules. Carbon has 4 valence electronics allowing it to form a 4 covalent bonds with other atoms. Carbon has 4 valence chains and it's making it to a complex molecules. Carbon has different shapes, sp, sp2, sp3, a variety of bondings.
These reactions are organic chemistry.
This is base. If we add this both, if we mix it, it turns to red color.
So this turmeric yellow becomes?
Red color.
So that's great.
Inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry is the study of inorganic compounds that are typically derived from mineral sources and do not contain carbon-hydrogen bonds. Inorganic compounds are found in rocks, minerals and metals.
Key concepts of inorganic chemistry. 1. Atomic structure. Understanding the arrangement of electrons in atoms is crucial for understanding the inorganic chemistry. 2. Chemical bonding. Inorganic compounds are held together by covalent, ionic and metallic bonds.
Types of inorganic compounds: salt and minerals, ionic compounds such as sodium chloride and calcium carbonate. Coordination compounds complexes containing essential metal atoms or ions surrounded by minerals. Example: hemoglobin, and nickel. Physical chemistry. UV spectroscopy, also known as ultraviolet visible spectroscopy, is a technique used to study the interaction between matters and electromagnetic radiation. In the spectroscopy, a visible is a spectrum. Electronic transition: when a molecule absorbs UV radiation, it promotes an electron from a lower energy molecular orbital to a higher energy molecular orbital. Clear longitudinal, the absorption of the radiation is
chemistry which analyzes.
Chemical analysis, the process of determining the chemical composition of a substance. Qualitative analysis, identifying the presence or absence of a particular element or a compound.
Only qualitative or quantitative also?
Qualitative.
Qualitative.
So it's a real microscope. You can see the molecules of the potato.
Yes, very much.
A technique used to separate the identity of the compounds of the mixture.
Separation technique method used to separate isolate components of a mixture such as chromatography and electrophoresis. Biochemistry. The biochemistry equates also known as all this takes over the complex mixture of protein, water and other substances. The role of protein in egg white alternative. These proteins are modified into 3D structures and these proteins allow them to interact with each other and these proteins are cooked with the help of the water molecules. Egg white makes about 10% of total protein content is present in egg white. The chemistry has required the inverse denaturation and coagulation of protein. Like simple conformation and changes in protein to protein reaction, all of which contribute to the still gel-like mixture.
Medicinal chemistry. Medicinal chemistry is an interdisciplinary field that combines chemistry, biology and pharmacology to synthesize and develop new drugs and interventions. They are usually for drugs discovery and involve creating molecules.
Already medicinal chemistry already we had. Again one more.
It is paramedical, sir. So these branches of chemistry all will come together.
Medicinal chemistry, manufacturing, right? We told all medicinal.
Yes, sir. Here branches, all the branches in the chemistry.
Medicinal chemistry design a molecule by forming a small ones, a process that starts heavily from synthetic organic chemistry. Drug development. They develop new drugs or improving the existing ones by optimizing the molecular structure to ensure it's a safe and convenient use.
Interdisciplinary collaboration. The field requires teamwork with other scientists such as biologists to understand mechanism and how potential drugs work in the body.
Focuses on efficacy and safety. A primary goal is to create a good drug that is effective against the target disease by having a minimal side effect.
Agricultural chemistry. Agricultural chemistry is a branch of
This is sometimes referred as a magic bullet concept where a drug is highly specific to its intended function.
The drug is called a magic bullet.
agricultural chemistry. Agricultural chemistry is a branch of science that applies chemical and biochemical principles to agriculture, focusing on improving crop yield and quality, soil fertility and plant nutrition. Key areas and application: soil and plant nutrition, analyzing soil composition to understand its nutrient need, development to fertilizer, crop production, creating and understanding the pesticides, hybrid and scientifically provided by the protophagans and pest scientists. Soil management, using chemical tests, to analyze the soil quality and management
Food processing and preservation. Apply chemical principles to enhance the storage, preservation and quality of agricultural products. Yes. Sustainability. Researching ways to make agricultural practices more sustainable, such as removing chemicals from agricultural waste and helping plants adapt to their surroundings. Thanks.
nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry is the subfield of chemistry dealing with radioactivity, nuclear processes and the transmission in the nucleus atoms and the nuclear transmission and nuclear properties.
It is the chemistry of radioactive elements such as radium and radium to process the nucleus.
This includes the corrosion of surfaces and the behavior under conditions of both normal and abnormal operation. It also encompasses the study of how elements are originally formed in universe, associated principles, concepts like the stability of the nucleus and the mass effect and the strong nucleus. So that's
There in Kalkata, once the radiation effect. Big subject.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Environmental chemistry. Environmental chemistry is the study of chemical and biochemical processes in the environment, including the effects of pollutions on air, water, and soil. It is an interdisciplinary field that uses knowledge from chemistry, biology, and toxicology. Risk assessment has with the mining associated with pollutant acts the safe limit for chemical exposure. Product development and light development for new more environment friendly and the biochemical and the product.
Industrial chemistry. Industrial chemistry is a branch of chemistry that applies chemical and physical process to transform raw materials into useful products on a large scale.
The industry, that's what happens.
It focuses on developing and optimizing the chemical process for manufacturing, emphasizing efficiency, safety and sustainability.
It involves the large-scale production of chemistry to reduce cost and improve quality.
Safety and sustainability, a key responsibility of managing the environmental impact and ensuring the safety of chemical process and waste disposal. It is broad.
We need products as well as safety. That's what sustainability is.
It has broad application across many sectors, including agriculture, pharmaceutical, consumer goods, and manufacturing.
Very nice, very nice. Anybody else in the middle? Yes, sir. Well done, children. Good.
Therefore, sir, we are warmly inviting you into our class to explore our side and your guided ourselves to explore the community of the Expo Robo World. The future of robotic chemistry lab.
Next-gen batteries is chemical reaction for high energy storage and efficiency.
Future robots will use chemical reaction at the molecular level to move, assemble, or repair themselves. Robots will provide fuel or medicine on producing a small-scale chemical reaction.
Chemical level air controls the reaction for the self-assembly, repair, and energy use.
Lithium-ion battery. Inside the battery, lithium-ion invisibly move back and forth between the anode and cathode during the charging and recharging. Lithium-ion atoms can inject themselves into graphite layers at the atomic scale.
Every technique.
That to life, what is current life break? Not a refresh for the current life. They will see their own faces. You even
Every charging and discharging cycle involves heat producing chemical reaction.
Drug discovery chemicals. Drug discovery chemicals are a type of robot whose molecules react with biological and chemical sensors.
Both use computational chemistry to simulate how a molecule fits into a protein block.
Polytetraketone.
Peak. Peak's molecular chain has aromatic rings, carbon atoms joined in a stable hexagonal pattern. Between the aromatic rings there are ketone groups.
The bond of energy carbon-oxygen, carbon-carbon bonds in peak are extremely high.
Because of its structure and
their peak, this peak.
because of its molecular structure and its peak. Because of its molecular structure and iconic groups.
Who made this?
We are
Collectively. Great, great.
Robotic arms.
robotic arm is type
Electronic
of
robotic.
robot. It's made up of aluminum and titanium.
Protective coating like chromium plating and Teflon prevent rusting and reduce friction.
Lithium-ion batteries use redox reaction to produce electrical energy that powers robotic arm.
Polymers are used for flexible joints, insulations, and coverings.
Hydraulic generally it water based. In lorries also we have. This is robo is operating.
Agrochem board. Agrochem board is a type of robot whose body is made from weak polymers, aluminum, aeros, or bioplastic, key to super specific chemical stability. The board sensor detect pH, moisture, and nutrient level using electrochemical reactions. Carnegie Mellon University, CMU. Carnegie Mellon University.
Carnegie is
Yes.
CMU researchers use invisible chemical bonds in polymers that allow robots to repair minor damages automatically. CMU is explored in chemical robots. It performs chemical reactions, synthesize compounds, or monitor environment.
CMU robots rely on lithium-ion, solid and or novel chemistry.
Chembots are type of robots that can perform simple reactions like acid-base neutralization, gas evaluation, or electrolysis, showing energy release and chemical changes. Crystals like lead, cyclonate, and titanate generate voltage through atomic polarization, helping chembots sense sensor pressure.
Polymer bend or contract when voltage is supplied driven by ion migration with polymer chains.
Electrolytes in batteries sensors conduct ions, allowing energy transfer to proper system functioning.
Robotic chemistry in space. Robots in space use invisible chemical coatings like Teflon and saline-based layers to prevent the corrosion and reduce the friction in the vacuum and the extreme temperatures.
Robots react trace amount of oxygen, methane or ammonia or plants of asteroids to chemical reactions and
Okay. It is Mars now. We are exploring Mars. There is also robo. Heap of robo is robotic chemistry space. Yes.
Nanobots. Nanobots is a type of robot coated with molecules of nanoscale and metal like gold and silver are used because their conducting properties.
Gold and silver.
20th century polymers change shape or release drugs response to chemical stimuli. Aromatic using chemical reaction at this surface. Oxygen bubble pushed an aromatic forward because of the catalyst decomposition of hydrogen peroxide.
Robotic material explorer. Robots are made from materials like PEEK, aluminum alloys, titanium, and carbon composite. Invisible reactions like catalyze and ion exchange help reduce waste and energy use in robotics. Stimulating exploration between the robots run on lithium ion and solid state batteries.
Explorer or explorer?
Robot runs on lithium ion or solid state batteries and has inputs to chemical sensors and metals automatically.
Invisible.
Help it detect temperature, pressure, and chemical environment.
Robotic joints and gears use synthetic lubricants with nano adhesives.
Silicon chip! Chips that from pure silicon crystals derived from sand. Silicon dioxide. Silicon chip is made through invisible chemical clarification reduction. 89.9%. Pure silicon is obtained called electronic grade silicon. This extreme of purity allows electrons to move free and quickly. The heart of all robotic computing. Chemical changes and charging imbalances create an electric field, enabling the transistor to act like a switch. Types of
Battery chip is used.
Types of silicon chips used in robots include chips such as microcontroller chip, which is used to control all robot operations. Thank you.
Very great job. Your passion for science should be appreciated. Thank you very much. Nice.
Hope you had an enjoyable morning. So now you are going to enter a class of agricultural chemistry.
Why did you allow boy? Thank you. Very good. Become true. Yes.
Nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is a biogeological cycle by which nitrogen is converted into multiple chemical forms. The first two processes involved in nitrogen cycle is lighting nitrogen and nitrification. Assimilation. Plants absorb nitrates from the soil.
Is it pure nitrogen?
Hydroponics. Hydroponics is the method.
Nitrogen in chemistry.
Chemistry Hydroponics is a method of growing plants without soil, only using water mixed with nutrients. In this system, plants get all the essential elements directly from the solution.
The main role of chemistry in hydroponics is in the nutrient solution. Plants need elements like nitrogen for leaf growth, phosphorus for roots and flowers, and potassium for overall strength.
In our model, you can see how plants are placed in a container with nutrition solution instead of soil.
Organic farming is an eco-friendly, sustainable agriculture system that avoids synthetic inputs like chemical fertilizers, GMOs, etc.
Without pesticides and chemicals.
Compost waste is a black gold for organic farming. It turns organic waste into a rich natural soil booster. Greenhouse protects crops from pests, disease, and extreme weather conditions, resulting in a higher quality.
Biogas plants. Biogas plant use a process called anaerobic digestion to convert organic waste like animal manure, food scraps, and agriculture residue into biogas, a renewable energy source.
They provide a sustainable solution for managing organic waste that is done by center and landfill, which can be dispersed into the atmosphere.
Climate change mitigation. By catching methane, a small portion of greenhouse gas and using it for biogas can help to reduce harmful emissions.
We are going to speak about photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Photosynthesis is when plants use carbon dioxide, sunlight, and water to release oxygen.
Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is that both plants and animals they release carbon dioxide.
That's very easy. Obviously, it's a release carbon dioxide. Then what happens?
Oxygen and glucose, it's release energy, water and carbon dioxide. These two processes form a cycle that gives energy and gases flowing through all life on Earth.
Layers of soil. Organic layer. Organic layer is the topmost soil layer which is made up of decomposed leaves, plants and animals. Topsoil is the uppermost soil layer rich in organic matter and nutrients that support plant growth. Subsoil lies within the topsoil and contains mineral layer but less
Three layers are.
and it is or the rock that forms the earth.
You phrase your own English. You are good in English. You know the subject. Then you phrase your own sentence.
Parent, it is also a rock that breaks down to form a soil. Bedrock is a soil. This is soil rock layer.
What is bedrock? Yes.
Greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect is a process. Greenhouse effect is a process by which the Earth's atmosphere traps some sun heat and keeping our planet warm and enough to support life. The sun's rays reach the Earth and warm its surface. The Earth gives off the heat back into the Earth, known as infrared radiation. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, CO2, and methane, CH4, and water vapor H2O trap some of the heat in the atmosphere. This trap heat keeps the Earth's temperature comfortable.
Food processing and preservation. Food processing encompasses the methods and techniques used to transform raw ingredients into food or intermediate products.
Food preservation. Food preservation refers to the techniques used to prevent or slow down food spoilage and microbial growth, thus extending shelf life. When we add, when sugaring or salting, when we add the vegetables, it don't get spoiled fast. When we add it, the vegetables in the plain water, it will get spoiled.
We fear processed food, whether preserved food, whether it's okay in future consumption. But the discussion is going on. Yes.
Food activities. Food activities encompass any actions or experiences related to food, including acquiring, preparing, eating, and managing on style. Water purification. The first step in our model is a big rock. This rock cleans the dirt, leaves waste from the water. The second step is small rock. This rock removes the minimum sized particles and balance of water flows. The third step is charcoal. Charcoal acts as a natural purifier. It removes
5 steps.
The third step is charcoal. Charcoal acts as a natural purifier. It removes bad smell and germs from the water. It also improves the freshness of the water. The fourth step is sand layer. Sand removes minor dust and mud from the water. The fifth and the last step is the tissue layer. This layer absorbs fine dirt and acts as the final stage of purification. Purified water can be reused for purposes like watering plants, cleaning or washing.
Yes.
This is the pH paper. The pH paper helps to check soil quality by measuring its acidity or alkalinity. If the result is below 7, the paper turns red or pinkish.
Below 7,
Yes,
if
sir.
it is.
If the result is 7, the paper turns green. And if the result is above 7, the paper turns blue or greenish blue. Checking soil and pH level is necessary because it directly affects the nutrient availability for plants. This activity is beneficial items.
All the 30 levels, the different colors emerge.
At low pH levels, elements like manganese, iron, and aluminium can become more soluble and reach the toxic levels of plants. High pH levels can also high pH levels can lead to deficiencies in other nutrients like zinc and copper. The topic is hydrogen. It provides soil health, nutrition density, and nitrogen is a substance which helps the plant maintain the moisture. Their polymers used in agriculture to significantly improve water retention, reduces the irrigation frequencies, and increase crops and species.
Solar drip irrigation. Solar drip irrigation combines the water-saving benefits of drip irrigation with sustainable energy source of solar power. It maintains nutrient delivery, system maintenance, and water quality that conserves water and takes care of soil.
Salinity. Water with ice and high water can lead to soil bitter with the soil. Salts can accumulate and reduce the soil ability to absorb water. Solar drip irrigation. Solar drip irrigation provides precise and continuous water, which can increase crop yields by 25% or more. We are going to think about nanofertilizers, nanopesticides. Nanotechnology uses small particles to improve farming method. In agriculture, they also use nanofertilizers and nanopesticides, which increase the crops yields and reduce waste. Nanopesticides. Nanopesticides developed using nanotechnology to target pests more preciously. Key features: targeted action. Pesticides attack pests without without harming beneficial organism.
Without affecting the crops, that should be, yes.
Nanofertilizers.
To understand, say on your own English.
Nanofertilizers. Nanofertilizers are fertilizers formulated using nanoparticles to deliver nutrients more effectively to plants. Key features: controlled release. Nutrients are more effectively due to the small particle size. Example, nanourea, nanozinc. Thank you.
Yes. Sir? Well done, very nice, great
So
job.
this
You already spoken the
Soil or science. Agriculture and chemistry are deeply intertwined. They together play a vital role in feeding the world's population. Chemistry also plays a key role in food processing and preservation.
Chemistry also helps farmers to understand the composition and properties of soil. Fertilizers and plant nutrition are another major areas where chemistry and agriculture intersect.
Chemistry supports sustainable agriculture through green chemistry and biotechnology. They are inseparable partners in modern food production.
Nice, Ella. Great.
one more room, sir.
One floor, one room. Plastic, good topic. Good afternoon, babies. Very nice. Oh, my friend.
Hi, Laksana! Why is everyone happy today? Is there something special?
Don't you know what day is today?
Oh my god!
You don't know? Well, it is a memorable expo. And do you know what is the topic of our class?
No, but I think it could be different, amazing, and mesmerizing.
I'm so excited to say
It is
Invisible Chemistry in Plastic.
We welcome you to our starting model. Our model is an airplane, but not just an airplane. This shows the invisible chemistry inside the plastic that fills the plane. We all know that planes are light, strong, and safe. But have you ever wondered what makes that possible? It's the hidden science. The chemistry working inside the plastic that builds the plane. The plastics that are used in airplanes are made from strong chemical bonds called polymers.
The plastics are created through chemical
Come here and
reactions
take this side. Don't show my face.
polymerization. The small molecules join to form long chain. It is chemistry. You cannot see, but its visible effects are everywhere in the aircraft. For example, plastic sheets help to maintain cabin pressure throughout the flight. Chemical form is built up in the seats that improve comfort and safety. Fires are protected by plastic insulation, shielding them from heat and damage.
This aeroplane proves that chemistry may be invisible to our eyes, but it's visible in its power. Every window, seat and panel carries the hidden magic of chemistry. Take the cabin, for example. Noise-absorbing plastics make it quieter for passengers. And now, with sustainability in mind, eco-friendly plastics are being developed to break down faster after use. So yes, chemistry might be unseen, but it truly takes place in every aeroplane.
So please come and explore our other invisible chemistry in plastic models.
So far, I was.
We all welcome you to our class.
Don't send me out. So Abdul Kalam, had a dream of doing physics because of this aromatic. Now you say chemistry is also involved. That's a great knowledge. Yes, very well.
This field uses plastic whose invisible chemistry make them strong and long-lasting. And also uses plastic whose invisible chemistry make the furniture and gadgets durable.
Tiny molecule in plastic produces polymer like identity in polythene, silent, pure, motion of the one side windows are strong and waterproof due to high chemical bonding like PVC, polythene chloride.
Bottles, bags, wrappers are made up of linked molecules which is invisible to our eyes but dangerous.
The chemical structure of plastic traps and harms marine life every day. The chairs and sofas are filled with PU foam, soft, comfy and made from polymers.
Fish dying.
This field reminds us that invisible chemistry on plastics impacts on life. So stop ocean pollution.
Sure.
Invisible chemistry on plastics helps us to make smart, safe and stylish homes.
Plastic bottles and sheets show the invisible bond that holds water securely. Sodium plastics show how the invisible chemistry affects recycling potential. Indian chemical structures makes plastic waterproof and strong like unplasticized polymer chloride. Recyclable plastics have chemical bonds that can be reshaped safely. Water flows to the pipes safely because because of chemical properties. Non-dissoluble and light thermostatic plastic resist or break down because of strong invisible bonds.
Plastic info use invisible chemistry to make it safe. ABS plastic use invisible chemistry to make it shiny. Strong shells protect the phone due to the hidden chemical form. PMMA or acrylic looks like glass, hidden chemistry. Keep it strong and clean. Coated wires show molecules insulating electricity safely. Polycarbonate are used in lenses and bottles. Invisible chemistry makes it unbreakable. Buttons and speakers rely on invisible chemistry for smooth use. Teflon and non-stick pans stay smooth because invisible chemistry stops anything from sticking. Invisible chemistry structure in plastic connect the world one call at a time. Vacants in switch and handles pressing heat due to invisible chemistry.
Call at a time. Yes.
Tesla car use plastic whose are invisible chemical bonds make part lightweight and strong. The dome is made up of transparent plastic whose are invisible chemistry lets sunlight to enter but keeps heat inside.
Invisible.
Body balance and battery casing stay durable due to hidden molecular structure. Special chemical coating on the plastic make it strong, flexible and weather resistant. Seats and dashboard use plastic whose chemical change provides strength and comfort. Invisible stabilizer is the plastic stop it from turning allow breaking under sunlight. Safety feature uses plastic like polypropylene for bumpers and nylon for airbags. They rely on invisible chemistry to observe impact. The safe clear plastic uses transparent polycarbonate to create clean space for plants to grow without any harmful reactions.
Invisible chemistry help to make cars safe. This don't show how smart chemistry in plastics.
Ugly or smaller cells are different plastics help plants grow in all seasons. The chemistry in plastics helps us to create useful things like bottles, toys and medical tools that makes life easier.
Our machine is made up of LDPE, low density polyethylene. It keeps the greenhouse warm and lets the sunlight inside it. Hospital, vehicles, electronics are benefit from these hidden chemical
The
structures.
pipes and frames are made up of PVC, strong, waterproof and long-lasting. The invisible chemistry in place connects human innovation and natural balance.
The Jason boards are made of PP polypropylene, which is light, unbreakable and safe for plants. Burning or throwing plastic releases invisible chemicals that can harm plants, water and soil.
The watering cans and the storage tanks are made up of HDPE, high-density polyethylene, tough and reusable. Red side solution. By choosing eco-friendly plastics, we can turn harmful chemistry into helpful change for our planet.
Plastic are useful because invisible chemical bonds make them strong and long-lasting. Plastic pollution show how invisible chemical structures silently harm Earth.
Hospitals, vehicles and electronics benefit from these hidden chemical structures like PVC plastic used in medical tubes. Non-degradable plastic enter our food chains and damage life because molecules stay intact. Misused plastic pollute because their molecular bonds do not break naturally. Reducing single-use plastic prevents harmful molecules from spreading. Burning or dumping plastic releases harmful chemicals silently. Clean versus polluted earth shows the visible effects of invisible chemistry in plastics.
Using plastic wisely, respect their invisible chemistry and protect them. Use plastic wisely to let the planet help the planet, not harm it.
Hospital syringes, gloves, tubes help use invisible chemistry to stay sterile. Even artificial body parts made up of strong, light, weight polymers, they give patients a better life.
Helmets, sponge and tracks use plastics whose molecules absorb impact.
Shoes and sportswear use invisible chemical structure for flexibility and comfort.
Invisible chemistry in plastic improves health, safety and performance.
Our model shows the 5 main grades of plastic mold that we use in daily and also plastic recycling model. This model shows our invisible chemistry of plastic as in the PV use.
Bottle 1 PET polymer therapeutic is clear and used for water and soft drink bottles. Collecting them from plastic, separate them by chemical structure for recycling.
Model 2 HDPE high density polyethylene is thick and used for milk cans and detergent bottles. Cleaning removes impurities like PET and high density polyethylene so the chemical bonds stay ready for reuse.
PVC is used in pipes and oil bottles. It is strong but they are still recycling. But for that, LDPC and PVC are used to make caps, food cutters and eco-friendly plastic. Invisible chemistry makes recycling plastic possible and effective. Welcome to our science lab. We are going to make an experiment that makes the plastic invisible. We will pour the vegetable oil into a transparent beaker. We need a strip of transparent plastic. Wow, it is invisible. How it is possible? It's because of refractive index and molecules present in the plastic.
And you know sir, what is present inside this? There is a plastic. But why can't we see it? Because it's invisible. Let me show you how it is. I'm having glycerin and plastic inside this and I'm going to add diluted sulfuric acid, which is also known as oil of vitriol.
Now it will be visible.
No, sir. It becomes invisible due to the solution mixed off.
Completely invisible. Invisible chemistry.
Hope you had a great day with us, sir.
Yes,
Here we present
nice.
you the
Thank
plastic
you.
bucket from 7th J.
Nice, Very proud of your brains. Nice girls. Nice.